can't believe I'm even doing this video. What do you mean I'm turning 30? Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Taylor. Don't forget to hit subscribe down below and give this video a quick thumbs up. I'm turning 30 this year. I ain't gonna say when. I'm gonna enjoy my 20s while I still have them for the next few-ish months. But I'm turning 30, and with that means a new decade of life. I need new expectations. I can't be going into my 30s acting the same way I am in my 20s. I just can't. I need to grow up. Please. I have new expectations, and I want to talk to you guys about my expectations for my 30s, because I think it's very important that when you are moving into this new stage of life that you have new expectations, new rules, and your mindset has to shift. I'm still gonna be goofy as fuck, but I am ready for 30. I'm excited for 30. I'm not scared, but I'm just like, 30? We're here already? I think time must have sped up, because I could have swore I was just 21. Where did time go? The pandemic, that's where it went. Let's get right into this video and I can stop acting so stupid. Turning 30, what's my #1 expectation? No more mediocre relationships. I'm done with that shit. Leave that in my 20s. I see some of y'all on threads talking about in your 30s, how these men are still, they got us fighting for our lives out here, okay? I don't want that shit. We're gonna keep the mediocre energy away. I don't want any more mediocre relationships. I want fresh, new, mature, emotionally available men. Where you at? No, seriously, comment down below. Are you here? Are you out there? Are us women just delusional? I need to know. Second expectation, I'm moving with intention and motivation. That will guide me the entire way through my 30s. I feel like if I'm more intentional with my actions and my words and what I'm just doing in life, and I stay motivated, I should have a good decade. My 30s should be fantastic. That's my guiding factor. That's my guiding light as I walk down my yellow brick road. Third expectation, I need to give myself grace. I have stressed myself out to no end, okay? I was so hard on myself in my 20s, not just educationally, but like socially in relationships. I didn't give myself grace. And that is what I'm doing in my 30s. I'm giving myself grace. If I fuck up, I fuck up. If I make a mistake, oh well, let me learn from it. I want to give myself grace and be like, you know what? It's okay, girl. It didn't go the way you expected. That's fine. That's life. Life happens. Chill. Don't stress out. No, forget the chaos. Chill. Give yourself grace. I encourage everyone to give themselves more grace, because I think we're too hard on ourselves, especially millennials. We are literally out here struggling in this economy that our parents and grandparents built for us. We're like, this is the gift you give us? Thanks, I guess. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Fourth expectation, I'm going to be more outgoing, and I'm really going to focus on enjoying life. Go to more events, whether I have to go solo or I can go with some friends, 1 friend, 3 friends, doesn't matter. Definitely be more outgoing and enjoy life while we still have it, because only God knows what's going to happen in the next like 6-7 months with the way this world is shaping out to be, okay? And the last expectation I have for my 30s is to follow my own path at my own pace. I have done everything in my power to make my dreams come true, but my mom's dreams come true for me as well. My mom had a particular path and timeline for me, and I appreciate it. I love her for that, but it caused way too much grief within myself, and it made me very overwhelmed, and I felt like I was failing at life. And I realized I just need to follow my path and align my path with God's path. If I can just align that and keep walking down my yellow brick road, life should be good. Life should be a little bit more easy breezy versus trying to, I don't want to say impress my mom, but definitely make her happier in terms of what I'm doing with my life. This is not the plan. At my big age, as she likes to say, this is not how she saw me. And this is not how I saw myself either. But I'm also not mad at it, because the path I've gone down in my 20s has led me to grow immensely. It has led me to grow dramatically and drastically and very quickly. So I'm not mad at the path I've gone down. I'm actually quite happy that I went down this path, which is odd to say. But I'm gonna get into that a little bit more. In terms of the next 10 years, what do I expect out of the next 10 years of my life? Marriage. Yep. Number 1, marriage. I'm about to sing like Ray and say, where the hell is my husband? Marriage. I definitely want to be married in the next 10 years, ideally the next 2, but I ain't gonna put a timeline on it. I'm not gonna push it. I am one of those crazy girls though that has like their wedding date in their calendar already. And I didn't put a date this year. I didn't put one for 2026 because I was like, if I don't get married in 2025, it definitely ain't gonna happen in 2026. Let's do one for 2027. So if I can somehow find a man sometime this year, fingers crossed, and he likes me enough to get married to me next year, whew, thank you, Jesus. If not, it's fine. I have a date for 2029, which sounds crazy, but you know what? On Threads, there was a post that I came across where a girl's like, am I the only one that does this? And I'm like, hell no, I do it too. And hundreds of other girls said the same thing. We all have our wedding dates in our calendar, even though all of us are single. And you might think it's delusional, but it's manifestation. I'm manifesting I'm married next year. I will report back. Children. I also want to have kids in the next 10 years. If I gotta be like Rihanna and pop out my babies back to back to back, so be it. I want 4. I will settle for 3. Ideally, I want to birth 4 kids, but I will settle for 3. It'll not be 2. No. 2 is not, no. 2 kids is not enough for me. I need a minimum 3. Ideally 4. If I really could have it my own way, 6, but I know most men are not trying to have 6 kids. Another thing I want to accomplish in the next 10 years, go to med school. I want to go to med school. I want to graduate med school. I want to start my career as a doctor. Like I said, my timeline did not go as planned, according to my mom, but for me, it did, because if I, in full transparency, full honesty, if I became a doctor in my 20s, knowing my mindset back then, I would not have been the best doctor I could be. Versus me going into med school in my 30s, me starting my career in my 30s, my brain is developed, first of all. Secondly, I have enough life experience and more emotional maturity to handle situations that are going to be very stressful. At least I have life experience and knowledge to do well as a doctor at this age. Versus I would have had to learn it the hard way and I would have made mistakes. I'm probably still gonna make mistakes, let's be real. It's medicine, it's a practice. But I feel like I would be a better doctor in my 30s than I would have ever been in my 20s. And that's just me being completely open and honest. So I'm very happy that I've taken my time into getting to med school and applying for med school. Like, I needed to just go at my own pace, even though my mom wanted me to be like out of my degree into med school right away. That was her plan. I'm like, honey, no, let me grow up first and then I can go into med school. Okay, so fingers crossed I get in. I am applying this summer. Something I also want to do in my 30s is I want to travel twice a year, every single year. I currently travel a minimum of once a year. Sometimes it's 3 times a year. Sometimes it's 2 times a year. It depends on how financially well the year goes for me. But I really want to stick to my traveling, but I want to go to new countries. So in the next 10 years, I want to be able to hit 20 countries minimum. Ideally new countries, but if I have to repeat, that's totally fine too. Now let's talk about my 20s really quick. My 20s were rocky waters, okay? Rocky. I'm looking at my 30s as like a lazy river. You know, just calm, relaxing. And that's probably the delusional side of my brain talking to me right now, because I heard the 30s are wild in the best ways. And I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. But I also don't want it to be as chaotic as my 20s were. My early 20s? Oh, if people could tell you stories, Jesus Christ. My 20s were crazy. I'm not going to front with you guys. I lost a lot of friends in my 20s because I was crazy. Like, dead ass. I'll be so honest with you. I was kind of crazy in my 20s. And I don't blame some people for like walking away. I would have walked away too, but I've grown up since then. My early 20s was when I was at my craziest. My mid 20s, I was trying to figure out who the hell I was, because I also just like packed up a U-Haul and moved across the country from Toronto to Calgary, and I'm like, okay, I'm here by myself. I'm no longer here by myself, thank God. But you know, it was like, it was tough, but it was a necessary move. I really need to like figure out, I need to learn independence. I need to be here, find myself, which I have, and I'm so grateful for it, because like now I know who Taylor is. I know who I am. I know what I want to do with my life, and it's great. I have thoroughly enjoyed the journey. The relationships I've had. Yeah, I should have walked away from a lot of those much sooner, because as I got to figure out who I was, I remember, oh my gosh, okay. Quick story. I remember when I was 24, I met a guy shortly after I moved here. We'll call him C. Met C's family. His family's great, by the way. Absolutely love and adore them. I think they have great personalities and they're such a fun family. But me and C were not working out because C kept trying to drag me down and he was very emotionally abusive. And I was like, oh my gosh, but like, I loved him, right? So I was like, you know what? I won't say I was in love with him, but I definitely had love for him. I was like, no, let me stick this out. Like, this is what you do in relationships, right? Things get tough. You got to stay by their side. Then I woke up one morning and I was like, oh, hell no. My grandfather is rolling in his grave knowing that I am dealing with this kind of bullshit. So I ended things. I was like, fuck it. Because I was being like emotionally and mentally tormented by this man, whether he realized it or not. And I realized at that point, I don't think I want to date. So I stayed single for 4 years. Meanwhile, 5 months after we broke up, he went and found the girl and got married to her like the next year. And I was like, yeah, bitch. Anyways, I stayed single. I'm still single. I was not in a relationship for 4 years. Did I date guys? Yes. Did I enjoy dating all these guys? No. And I'm saying all these guys, it wasn't that many, honestly. I can count them on one hand. But I got into one relationship. It lasted a few months. And then I had to end it because I was like, this just isn't working. So I'm single again. And I've been single since February. And I'm liking it. I'm actually liking being single. Again, like I have a lot going for me in life right now. And I think staying single is probably the best thing to do. But if I meet the love of my life, if I do happen to meet the person that is my person in my 20s, of course I'll marry them. But I want them to realize I'm still on my journey. I'm still on my path. I'm still trying to live my best life. I learned a lot about dating and a lot of like what I should put up with, what I shouldn't put up with in my 20s. So that's what I'm saying. In my 30s, I want that dating to be like that intentional. I don't want no mediocre shit, okay? I'm over it. My 30s is meant to be fun, exciting, and my life is really gonna start. And I'm so excited. I could cry right now with how excited I am for my 30s. My 20s are ending off really well right now. I am doing some amazing things I cannot wait to showcase and wait to share with you guys. Definitely stay subscribed to my channel because when I tell you there's a lot going on, like there's a lot going on. So you guys stay tuned. I'm ready to share this journey with you guys. Like, I hope you guys will stay with me on this journey and kind of watch me grow throughout my 30s. And let's see where I end up. Let's see if I do accomplish marriage and children and getting into med school. Let's see if I actually make these dreams a reality for myself. Fingers crossed. So if you're here for the ride, if you're here to see me go through all of this, stay tuned, hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up. If you're in your 30s, please comment down a piece of advice. I would love to know what I should expect. On Threads, I've heard some things when it comes to the ovulation phase. If we thought being horny in our 20s was something, wait till 30s. And I was like, Jesus Christ, you mean it gets worse? Wait, what? I've heard some wild things about the 30s, but definitely comment down below things I should be expecting, whether body changes or just what it's like to be in your 30s. I want to hear it. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Join me on this journey, guys. Join me, grow with me, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.